Hello! Hi bag makers! Lisa here from Andrie Designs and welcome to the first ever Ask Andrie Live Facebook Chat. I'm super excited to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you join me and ask some questions. So in the meantime, I released my first pattern for 2018, which is the Summertime Sling, and I released it this morning, and I know some of you have already been grabbing a copy. Thank you very much for that. So I thought I'd show you the black and gold version that I made, which is the large size of the pattern, and show you a little bit of that. And then if you have any questions you'd like to ask or you just want to say hello, just pop a comment on this live post and I'll be able to read it and reply. So this is the large Summertime Sling. She's so pretty. So this size is really good for teens and adults, or really big children, but probably teens and adults would be best. You could easily use it as an everyday bag. You could use it as a pop into the shops bag. You could even use it as a nappy bag or a diaper bag if you're heading out and need to take just the basics. So you'd easily fit a few diapers in there and some wipes and a changing mat or something. So this one was made out of beautiful black with gold flecks cork from Voodoo Rabbit fabric down in Brisbane, and you can see it just has a beautiful shine to it, and like all cork it just feels gorgeous. I've used a small piece of fabric. I only had a scrap left of this fabric from the Altitude collection, so I've literally used it in just a few places. So this is the large. It has a top zipper on it, which, as you can see, it's not a recessed zipper, so it doesn't sit down in the bag. It sits right along the top of the bag, but it's created in much the same way as a recessed zipper. And it has rectangular rings on the connectors, nice and straightforward, handy hardware that most of us already have. It has an adjustable crossbody strap, so for this bag I used gold hardware, so there's your slider there. And then when you open it up, inside it has a slip pocket and a zip pocket. So this bag, like most of my more recent patterns, is turned through the zip pocket. So you need to include that when you make it. Or if you know how to leave a gap in your lining to turn through, you can do that as well. So that's pretty much the basics of the Summertime Sling. As I said, this is the large size, which is perfect for adults and teens, and I really like the way this black and gold one turned out. I think she's really stylish and classic. She'd go with a lot of outfits and occasions, and of course the cork feels just divine. So that's the large. I chose not to embellish that one too much. That's more a plain simple sew, and on the back I've just used the fleece foam pattern piece to make the panel. So I didn't piece the back, and that is easily an option for you if you don't want to piece the front, the back, or anything. So it makes it faster, it makes it easier to sew. That's the back. So that's the large size. I also have the small size, which you will probably recognize from the magazine. So that's the small, and when I made the small, I made it with children in mind, particularly little girls. So this one is made of beautiful little girl fabric, which is some scraps I had in my drawers. It doesn't take much, as you can see. And from back when I used to make children's clothing as two pretty poppets, I had some ribbon, some buttons, and some other embellishments as well. So I've popped those on to make it really girly. And as the name from the magazine suggested, it was called My First Handbag because it's a handbag and it's a small size for children. Obviously that name isn't really in line with me and where I'm going with my brand, so I renamed it to the Summertime Sling. So that one there, you can see it's got some nice embellishments. Of course I had to add a beautiful fuchsia on silver swing tag because I'm all about the hardware at the moment. And then the back is very much the same. So I also pieced this one on the back, and I changed up the ribbon and added some different buttons and things. So this is a gorgeous little girl's bag. You could even make it for boys though, just omit the embellishments and still do some piecing with some scraps. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Yes, it would be great as a dance bag for a little girl. It'd be perfect size actually. My youngest actually has one of the prototypes that I made, and it's a yellow themed one, and she uses it all the time when we go out. She stuffs as many Beanie Boo toys as she can into it, which is quite ridiculous because usually we can't get it zipped up. But it's great because then we can adjust the strap, she can carry it and it's hands-free and I don't have to carry her toys. So that works well. And as I was saying, for boys, you could easily make it and just use boy fabric for the scraps, for the piecing. So it's a great scrap buster pattern in a way, because you only need strips. And on the pattern, you'll see that it says what size you need. So if you've got a last little bit of something, or you've made a project for someone and then you've got a little bit left over and you want to use it because it has meaning behind it, this is a great way to get rid of it in a way and use it and make it purposeful, even if you just used bits for the connectors or for the zipper tab. So lots of ideas there. Small size again also has the inner zipper pocket, which it's turned through at the end, and a slip pocket. So lots of pockets for children, teens, adults, everyone to store their things, because we all like to carry stuff when we go out. So that's the Summertime Sling. So that's my new pattern. That's just been released. It's up on my website and Etsy and Craftsy at the moment, so feel free to grab a copy if you like. If any of you watching have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them while we're live. So that's about all I had to say. Thank you, Kelly. Another must-have pattern. Oh, thank you. I think it's quite a practical design. You can dress it up, or you can make it really plain. Sure, Joanna. So here's the first one. This is the large. It's a bit hard to get on the shot, but that's the large. So it's probably looks really big because of the way I'm holding it, but I don't know. There's my arm for a comparison. So that's the large size. That's the size I would make myself. I'll probably end up using this one because I love it so much and the cork just feels gorgeous. And of course this one had to have a adornment as well. So this is the new gold on antique brass swing tag. So I've just popped that on the zipper to make it easy to open and close. So yeah, I'm a bit of a fan of cork at the moment. It's just so easy to sew and it just looks really nice and gives a nice result. So yeah, if you haven't tried cork, I'd really recommend giving it a go because it's really nice. I might just hold that because it's just really nice to hold. So thank you, Rosemary. Yes, it is a really good size. You'd easily fit, a medium-sized drink bottle, your wallet, whatever other things you needed to carry, and then you can extend it and have it as a shoulder strap or a crossbody. So it's quite versatile in how you carry it as well. And you could also, if you didn't want to make it adjustable, you could just put a fixed strap on it and make it just a shoulder strap, or something shorter and just carry it off your elbow if you wanted. One of my testers omitted the straps altogether and she made the small size, and she actually made it out of vinyl and ripstop. What else did she do? Some plastic of some sort, and she's made it into a makeup, like a makeup clutch, and she extended the zipper and put a loop on the end. It's in the photos. She'll no doubt show you at some point. So hers is a makeup bag, so it's all lined, it's all wipeable, and it looks really cute. And so that was the small size, made for an adult, but in the small size. And so that was another great versatile way to utilize the pattern and do something different. So yes, so some of you have tried cork, some of you haven't tried cork. If you haven't, I seriously recommend grabbing some from someone who sells good cork, because there's a few discrepancies out there, and the not so good cork is not good without being too critical. So make sure you purchase even just a small amount of good quality cork and have a play, and just, even if you just practice stitching on it or make a small little pouch or something. It's brilliant because you don't need to finish the seams. You don't need to enclose the edges if you don't want to, because it doesn't fray. So it's really versatile and it's really soft to sew. It's a lot easier to sew than leather, that's for sure. I much prefer sewing cork over leather. And it's obviously easier than vinyl and glitter vinyl because those are quite sticky, whereas cork doesn't, well, I find it doesn't stick to your foot. I use my walking foot 90% of the time, but even with a regular foot, I think you'd still be fine. Rosemary, where in Australia do you recommend? So I buy all my cork from Voodoo Rabbit Fabric in Brisbane. She's online, just voodoorabbitfabric.com.au, I think it is. I'll make sure I put that in the blog post, a link to that as well once I finish the video. And yeah, I get all my cork from her, and she actually does, oh thanks Patricia, she actually does bulk pre-order discounts. So every time she does her order from Portugal, she will do a pre-order sale period, so to speak. So you can buy your cork, and it's usually about 20% off, I think. So that's the best time to stock up, or just grab a little bit if you are new to it and you want to try it. Kylie, who runs Voodoo Rabbit Fabric, she's absolutely wonderful. She has an amazing range of fabric, of cork and fabric and everything. So that's where I get my cork from. I know there's a couple more in Australia, and I know there's some like in the US and things as well, but that's where I get my cork from. So that's who I recommend. Any other questions? Oh, thanks, Patricia. You could listen to me talk for hours. Okay, well, cool. Sounds good. So that's about it. That's the Summertime Sling. It's, as always, it's at a special release price. It'll only be like that for a couple of days though, as per my normal pattern releases. I do have a new Andrie Adornments colour being released tomorrow as well. It's all go this week, I tell you. So make sure you're signed up to the Andrie Adornments mailing list. You'll find a link on the Facebook page or the email newsletter that came out this morning from Andrie Designs. There'll be an extra little gift, discount, something or other in there. I don't want to give away too much for mailing list subscribers. So if you're interested in that, feel free to sign up. And I think that's about it. It's all busy here at Andrie Designs. I'm prototyping new designs. I'm looking at starting, well, I'm not looking, I'm going to be starting some new video tutorials, thanks to all of your help and preferences on what you would like. So the first one I'm going to do will be easing gussets into place, because that's a single video. That will be the first one, and then after that I'm going to do 2 videos that go together, which will be cutting and bias and making piping, and then attaching piping, because that seems to be quite a clear winner as to what you want to see. So that's fine. So we'll look at doing those over the next couple of weeks and get those out to you so you can start utilizing them and learning from them, and put those skills into place for your bag making. So that's about it from me. I think I've covered everything that I was looking to cover. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. Otherwise, I will sign off, and this video will be saved to the Facebook, the group wall, so you'll be able to watch it again at any time. I will also download and pop it into a blog post on my blog under Ask Andrie category, so that if you want to watch it again at some point you can, and that'll be probably available in the next couple of days. Won't be up straight away, but it'll be up at some point. So I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. If you've got any questions, feel free to add them now before I sign off. Otherwise, it is just gone lunchtime here, so I will be off to make my lunch. I'm guessing in the US it's getting quite late over there for you. But I hope you've enjoyed this chat and enjoyed meeting me. This will be a regular thing, so every week there will be an Ask Andrie chat session, each fortnight starting today, well starting yesterday, I was one day late, will be a chat around this time, and then next Tuesday evening there will be a chat in the evening, so for more for those who are down under like me, who might be at work at the moment, so that'll alternate every fortnight as well. And all the chats will be saved and added to blog posts and popped up on my blogs for future reference. If you want to watch them again, they'll also be added to my YouTube channel, which I've had for a little while. It used to be branded as Two Pretty Poppets, so I've recently tidied that up and it's now Andrie Designs, which is what it should be. And I'll pop another link to that in the blog post as well. So all these posts will end up there as well as the free video tutorials once I get them filmed as well. So yeah, it'll be easily accessible for everyone once it's all finished, and any time of day you can watch them. And you know, if someone asks a question and that was something you wanted to know as well, and I've answered it, it'll be there for you to see at any time in the future. So oh, thanks, Chris. Yes, I'm doing live. A little bit nervous about it, to be honest. I've never really been a fan of being in front of the camera, but we'll get there. You've got to start somewhere, right? And I've been practicing in my one of my testing groups. The poor suckers there had to listen and watch me for a few videos now, but they said I was doing all right, so that's promising. So yes, this is something new for 2018. Sorry, Tara, a fortnight's 2 weeks. Is that just an Australian phrase then? You don't say that in the States or Canada? Fortnight? No, must not. Oh, thank you, Catherine. It's good to have that feedback. Thank you, Marietta. I hope that's how I say your name. Yes, I figured I have experience in things and expertise apparently, and I'm more than happy to share. You know, there's only so much you can write into a pattern without it being ridiculously long, and that, quite frankly, that just puts people off. And I know it puts me off if I buy a pattern and download it and it's like, oh, 33 pages, oh, that's just too hard, too much work. So these will just be add-ons. A lot of people won't need them, but then those people who do will have access to them. Okay, so a fortnight not here in Canada. Oh, interesting. Hi, Patricia in Texas. Awesome. Ah, only Aussies and Kiwis. Kiwis use the word fortnight as well. Or you call it bi-weekly. Okay. Yeah, well, we are very much descendants from the British, so that would make sense that we say fortnight because we would have got it from them. So that's interesting. Good to know. I'll try and remember to say bi-weekly or every 2 weeks, just to make it understandable for everyone. Anyway, if you don't have any questions bi-weekly is twice a week. No, isn't it every second week? Oh, for us. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. Anyway, I'm going to head off and stop reading these comments because you guys are quite funny. Okay. Good to know, Joanna. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. People in the US, fortnight means every 2 weeks. So you learn something. Fantastic. Not about bag making, but that's okay. Anyway, yes, the culture difference is what makes it fun. It certainly is, Chris, and I hope that's how you say your name. I'm assuming that's how you say your name. But anyway, I learn so much off you guys as you probably learn off me, just from interacting and talking and what words mean or don't mean in different cultures and things. So yeah, it's amazing connecting with all these people around the world. You know, the world, like you said, Marietta, the world is getting so small through the internet. It's just crazy. Thanks, Chris. It's just crazy how easy it is to connect with people everywhere. You know, like I'm sitting here talking to people who are on the other side of the world to me. So yes, I love connecting with my customers. I love learning from them. I love seeing the bags you make with my patterns. What you come up with is just amazing. The creativity, as you'll start to see in the tester photos from the Summertime Sling, some of the designs and embellishments and things they've added is just crazy. It's just, wow, I never thought of that. So it's just so rewarding to see that. So keep making your bags, keep sharing the photos, and keep the inspiration going. It's just fantastic. No wonder you get confused with bi-monthly with semi-monthly. Yeah, I guess it can be confusing with the different phrases. Anyway, I'm going to finish it there. If no one has any further questions, I will sign off. I'm going to go and have some lunch. Lovely chatting to you all. I hope you've enjoyed this first Ask Andrie session. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments or save them for the next chat. Next week, the next live Ask Andrie chat will be Tuesday evening around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Australia. And of course, a few days after that, it will be posted on my blog for those who miss it to see it. So until then, enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me for this first Ask Andrie chat, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye!